Hello, everyone. In this video, we are going to demonstrate how to amend a previously filed quarterly 941 ME income tax withholding return. This is a logged in activity, so you must have a Maine tax portal username and be logged in to do this. We will begin on the logged in homepage, also known as the summary screen. For this demonstration, we will navigate to the income tax withholding account labeled as wage and select the View and File Returns link. We will select the Q2 2022 period, otherwise labeled as ending the 30th of June 2022, and select the View or Amend Return link. The return opens in a view format, so we will now select the Amend link at the top of the screen to make the required changes. We are not a paid preparer, so we will leave that as no, and we'll click Next to proceed. We know we made one $2,000 payment on June 22nd, 2022. So we will enter that now and select Next to proceed to the Schedule 2. In the past, Maine Revenue Services only wanted the changes themselves submitted on the amended Schedule 2. Now we are asking that every amended Schedule 2 contain the full list of payees, both changed and unchanged. Let me say that again for clarity. Maine Revenue Services is now asking that every amended Schedule 2 contain the full list of payees, both changed and unchanged. We have already prepared an amended Excel spreadsheet of our Schedule 2 details, which we will upload now. We'll select the Upload Template link, browse for the file, and click OK to add. Once uploaded, the data from the contents of the file are displayed. Let's take a look at how the amended Schedule 2 information plays out by discussing each row of the table. In the first row, we have corrected the amount withheld for Abe Lincoln, reducing it from $1,000 to $800. In the second row, there are no changes to John Boy, so we just carry his $500 withholding amount over from the original column into the amended column. In the third and fourth rows, we have corrected Paul Bunyan's Social Security number. To do so, we zero out the withholding reported in the third row for Paul, and then add a new line, the fourth row, for him with the corrected Social Security number and the previously reported withholding amount. Notice that when we add the new line, we must input 0 for the original withholding amount and $500 for his amended amount. Last, we look at the new payee entry for John Smith in row 5. We inadvertently omitted him on the original submission. Again, we put 0 for the original withholding amount and $200 for his amended amount. As always, it is recommended that you take a moment to double check that the entries are correct once you've uploaded your Excel spreadsheet. Please notice the top of the screen shows the original and amended withholding amounts reported. Additionally, a total is displayed at the bottom of each column to assist you in knowing if the information is reported correctly. Once you are satisfied that the entries are correct, select Next. The withholding screen displays the total amended Maine income tax withheld from the Schedule 2 entry on the first line, and the payments made from the Schedule 1 entry on the second and fourth line. We can see that our filing is in balance, as we had expected it to be, and we'll select Next to proceed. The amended balance screen represents the same expectations of no additional amount due and no overpayment. If we did have an amount due, we would be provided an opportunity to make an electronic payment with our filing. If we had an overpayment, we'd be provided an opportunity to enter direct deposit refund information. And we'll click Next to proceed. The amended questionnaire screen is displayed and asks 3 questions, plus provides a free format reason for amending. The first question asks, if an overpayment exists, is the overpayment attributable to Maine income taxes withheld from employees or payees? Because we don't have an overpayment, we're just going to say no. The second question inquires about the nature of an overpayment. Again, we don't have an overpayment in this scenario, so we answer no. And the third question asks if payee statements have been issued for the corrections identified. It is not year end, so no payee statements have been issued for 2022 yet. Let's answer no. In the reason field, let's enter corrected SSN for one payee, corrected amount for another payee, and added a third payee that was previously omitted. And we'll click Next to proceed. We are brought to an optional documentation page that is most useful when an entity amends after year end. This is where you would provide copies of corrected annual statements, such as corrected W-2 forms. Today, we are going to select Next as we have no attachments to add. This brings us to the summary screen, which again confirms that our filing is in balance. This screen provides one last chance to verify the filing is calculated according to your expectations. If everything is correct, select Next to proceed. The declaration page asks us to read the declaration statement and check the box declaring the filing to be true and correct. We are also required to enter the name of the person filing the return, and again for confirmation. Lastly, we select Submit to transmit the filing to Maine Revenue Services. This brings us to our confirmation page, which displays the confirmation number for your return submission. As always, Maine Revenue Services recommends that you keep this number for your records, as this confirmation number is your proof of filing. That concludes our demonstration of how to amend a previously filed quarterly 941ME income tax withholding return using the Maine tax portal. Thank you all for watching.